Hello. At times, something about me that will happen is when I talk about people that I care a lot about, tears will just kind of happen. So if you're not tired of watching me cry from the ceremony, that would be a good time to look away. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this incredible day that I know that I have eagerly been awaiting for many years. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Knox. I am, in fact, the best man here. On behalf of myself, the Olds, the Cutlers, I'd like to welcome you in celebrating these incredibly beautiful and sexy newlyweds. Speaking of beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, can we please give it up for our bride, Sarah Cutler, who we can all agree looks absolutely incredible in that dress tonight. When Nate asked me to be his best man, I received a very dope, intricate, and complex puzzle box in the mail. And after about 15 seconds, I opened it. And I was surprised to find out that he was asking me to be his best man. A man like Nate that has so many incredible and close friends. But then I remembered I'm partially responsible for their meeting. Similar to like what Jasmine was just telling you. There are many stories floating around about how they met and who's responsible for introducing them and something about that, who knows. But I can tell you that this is the one true story. Sophomore year, I was parked on campus loop. Mike was there. We were unloading things into my parked car. And I was standing at the doorway, the door was open. A car, it must have been going 100 miles an hour. Came past and hits the door behind me. It, in fact, was our maid of honor driver. She was driving Sarah's car. Sarah then gets out of class. We're exchanging information. They're shedding tears. I'm giving out hugs. It was a huge mess. But later that night, Sarah, I got a message from her inviting us, me and the guys, to a party at their house. And I remember vividly sitting in the room with Nate, Kate, and Mike. I mean, like, this girl that just hit my car, and they're inviting us to a party. Like, F that, we're not going. I also remember Nate really wanting to go. I was like, dude, no, they just hit my car, we're not going there. Anyway, the point of the story is, I, in fact, got Sarah's number first. I met Nate freshman year of college. He lived down the hallway from me on Aber 3rd floor. And Cade was there on 3rd floor. Mike was there on 3rd floor. Mason was there on 3rd floor. A few of these other guys were here on 3rd floor. Nolan didn't go to school with us, and I just met Ryan 2 days ago. Now, I'll spare you most of the details for your own good, but it's safe to say that that year we became very quickly like brothers to each other. The following year, the four of us decided to hook up and get a house together on 6th Street. Let me tell you that we loved that house. It was the canvas for many great events throughout the years. Parties, always with a theme, lasting until the next morning. Games of Catan lasting until dawn. Me and Mike's arguments that you can hear from down the street. Countless hours of D&D quests. It was the rendezvous for float trips and ski trips alike. From broken mirrors, shattered windows, and holes in the wall, the house has just about seen it all. Now, trust me when I tell you that over those years I've seen many parts of Nate. Parts of which some of you may never see. There is the army part of Nate, that is a serious and goal-oriented leader. The nature part of Nate, who goes on hikes and experiences beauty. The chef Nate, who watches cooking videos and makes bomb-ass food. The artistic Nate, who loves to draw and make crafts. Music Nate, who won't hesitate to play his guitar around a campfire. Timothy, who we don't have to talk about. Business Nate, who always plans for the future. These parts and more come together to make one of my best friends and a man who inspires those around him to be themselves and pursue their passions relentlessly. And the man that Sarah has been lucky enough to fall in love with. Now, Sarah. I have known Sarah for many years as well, and I've gotten to know a few things about her. One of which being I'm fairly certain, in some form, she owes us a little bit of rent for the amount of nights that she spent at our house. Another thing I'm fairly certain of. Yeah, we're good. Another thing that I'm fairly certain of is that I don't think you exist. I pretty much come to the conclusion that you're not real. No mortal human can be as nice, caring, patient, loving, passionate, and mindful as you are. All while still being able to throw down with the best of them. Anyone who has met Sarah knows that she will make you feel like the most important person in the room. From her work at homeless shelters to her dedication to God, she is truly an incredible person. Once again, can we please give it up for our bride? My time spent with the both of you have been some of the best years of my life. I've watched as you've both grown together over the years. You bring incredible energy to all events. You both work so well together and have taught me a lot about what a healthy, loving relationship looks like. I'm so excited for both of you, amazing people, to get to spend the rest of your lives helping, growing, working, and loving each other. This weekend has been amazing. I wrote this speech before I got here, but it wasn't in fact an amazing weekend. The wedding was in fact beautiful, and I'm sure we're all ready to tear it up on this dance floor. But I'd like to thank you both from the bottom of my heart for being part of my life and for helping to shape and push each other into who you are today. Last page. I'd like to send you off into the world today knowing that we have created a lifelong bond full of games, obscure hobbies, adventures, experiences, hikes, Catan, D&D, Studio Ghibli movies, and laughs to last us a lifetime. The journey may not be easy. There will be work to be done and room to grow. There will be hiccups, hard times, and headaches, but know that the foundation of love that you have built through friends, family, and each other is optimally built to bear that load. I feel confident that this will be the most beautiful thing that either of you will ever experience. With that, I would like everyone raise a glass, raise a piece of pizza, and toast to our beautiful couple, my best friends, Mr. and Mrs. Cutler.
Thank you, Knox. Let's hear it for Knox. And everybody will give toast.